Hey guys, Greg with the G-Bocker Adventure Chronicles. Thanks for visiting my channel. I haven't been hammock camping in quite some time. I think it's time to do a little overnight hammock camp out. Plus, I've got something else I'd like to show you. Please stay tuned. Hey guys, we've made it to camp. I'm at Seaton Creek, which is up by the Manistee River, and I thought it'd be a cool place to do an overnighter. And I am going to pick this spot right here, mainly because I am going to be hammocking. So I figure I'll put my hammock between these two trees right here. I got my campfire pit right there, so I can cook my dinner tonight. And then also it's kind of nice is they do have bear bag hooks. So you got a place to hang your bear bag up. So yeah, I think this would be a great campsite for the night. And what's really nice about it is the fact that the privy is just right over there. Yep, so I'm going to fill out the permit and we'll get camp set up. Well, for dinner tonight, I got some cheese, like I had last week, to put on my beer brats. So yeah, beer brat night tonight. We got buns from last weekend yet, so might just use it up. Hammock that I brought is my AMOK hammock. Now we're gonna sleep in a hammock tonight. Let's get her set up. As you can see, you basically just loop the strap right around the tree there, and they have this buckle right here. And green is always the right side, and left is always the red side. So that way there you know what your hammock's facing the right direction. You just strap it between the tree. And then I can adjust it once I get it all set up. Now the cool thing with this AMOK hammock is it actually uses the air mattress as the as your support. So let's get that air mattress inflated and we'll get that put in there. What's kind of cool is I do have this handy dandy inflator right here, a flex tailgater. And as you can see, yeah, the air mattress actually becomes part of the structure on it. And right here, this is your mosquito netting. So there's mosquito netting in there. The nice thing about it too is you got a ton of storage. You got all this storage area on the sides here. Got a water bottle holder right there. You got shoe storage up in there, which is nice. And that becomes storage too when you put the curtain out. This is kind of cool too. You put it to a sitting position. Just pulling these straps in, which is kind of handy. So it's kind of like a little chair too, a little recliner chair. But yeah, we're gonna go up just a smidge more. I'm gonna call it good. The AMOK Hammock. It's actually imported in from Norway. Now, those Norwegians are quite creative, that's for sure. Now I'll get the mosquito screen stretched out, and then we have to get the tarp over top of it too. So that's next. These are kind of cool. Basically the same concept. You just bring the carabiner around the tree, hook it back to the line, then you have these nice line adjustments right there for tensioning it to get it the right height or whatnot to get this staked out. There, that's everything all set up. Tarp, the whole spielerei. And you see the hammocks tucked underneath here, just nicely. Stay out of the dew, the rain, whatever the case may be. Okay, just made a few modifications on it, just to make it a little more comfortable. It's going to be a warm night tonight, so I want to get a lot of ventilation. So basically went out into the woods, grabbed 4 different just downfall sticks, and just looped them up on the tie ropes just to get a little more elevation on the tarp, so that it just gets me a little more airflow inside there. And you can see I've got the mosquito net all put on, help keep the critters out for right now. But yeah, 1 on the back, 3 on the front. So anyways, now that's done, I think about getting a fire going here so I can get these bugs gone. Jeepers. But first I'm gonna relax and have me a beer. And today I've got from Belgium, I've got the Voodoo Ranger Starship IPA right there. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, Voodoo Ranger Starship IPA. Feather stick. This is the little surprise I wanted to show you. I just got this the other day from Amazon. It's a backpack grill. There, you got the grill kind of all set up in there. See the coffee hook right there, and then the actual grill's back in there. Time to put the brats on the grill, I think. Yep, I would say that grill is working great. Looks like they're all done. Time to take them off the fire. Chow them down. Looking pretty good. Water. Bun. A little cheese. Little taco cheese, Mexican brats, and a little ketchup. There you go. Now that's a good looking brat right there. Yep. Yep, it is. Cheers. That was good. Now it's time to just kind of sit by the fire and relax, I think. Wow, this is like a really nice, quiet, peaceful area right now. Not a soul in sight. Guys, before it gets too dark, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a little walk around at Seaton Creek Campground. One thing that's nice about this area, like I said earlier, is that this actually is a trailhead that'll take you onto the Manistee River Trail, which includes part of the North Country and then the Manistee River Trail itself, which connects and makes a loop. And also what's kind of neat about the Manistee River Trail is there's a suspension bridge, which I think is called like the Mini Mac or something like that. But anyways, it's a suspension bridge that does cross the Manistee River. And it's kind of a cool thing to see. But yeah, these campsites here are very nice. It's very roomy, a lot of room for parking and all that type of thing. And they do have a host, which is kind of nice. So if you do have any questions or if you need any firewood or anything like that, you can actually get it while you're here. So that is kind of nice. So yeah, we'll just do a little walk, kind of show you the park. It does consist of like 17 campsites, I believe, of which 2 of them are group sites. So if you want to bring a group up, you could do so. And they do have pit toilets, quite a few of them as a matter of fact. In here, I thought I counted 3 of them, and they do have a nice little pitcher pump too. Kind of neat. And right here, this is the trailhead to the Manistee River Trail. And right now we are right here, and basically you follow this trail, and then right here will be the suspension bridge that you cross, and then you can actually hike the North Country Trail, which is the red trail right around there, all the way down to Red Bridge, which is right here, and then you actually have the Manistee River Trail, which heads back up that direction. And there's a couple little waterfalls and whatnot on the Manistee River Trail too. So yeah, it's roughly about 22 miles round trip when you do it, and it's a really, really nice hike. The Red Bridge, 10 miles that way, and that's the halfway point basically. So you got one group site over here. Take a walk there, check it out. So you got a prep table right there, which is nice. Some picnic tables. Another little prepping area right there. Nice big barbecue grill right here. And then here's your bear bag hook, so you can hang your food up, keep the critters away from it. And there's your communal fireplace, and as you can see, it's a pretty big area. You can pitch quite a few tents and that type of thing here at a group site. You've got some firewood prepped here too. Then a nice, for the next group, nice big fire pit. Very nice. Oh, and one thing with the group sites, you do have to reserve those in advance. Most all the other campsites, like what I'm on, are all first come, first serve. So kind of get here, you pick your spot. There's no reservations needed for those. Oh, and the cost for this campground for the sites is $22 a night. They are really nice sites for that. And right here is one of the pay stations. So this is where you would fill out your little certificate or your little envelopes. And here, a little envelope. So you fill it out, put your money in, and you pay right here. And over here is group camp number 2. Let's check it out. Some of you may not know, but a little history about me. I grew up in the camping business. My family owned an RV dealership, and I spent a lot of years on the weekends working to make sure everybody could get out so they could go camping and stuff. So now, finally, after I retired, I can start doing the same thing that I've been watching all my friends, all my customers, and all them enjoy. I'm able to do the same thing. So yeah, here's group site number 2. Again, a nice prep table right there and there. Big barbecue grill. Communal fireplace, fire pit. Another nice big area here too. See quite a few tents set up. I'm sure there's a lot of group, you know, like Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, church groups and stuff that they'll come out and take advantage of all these campsites up here. Let's mosey on. Oh man, what a nice day. Blue skies, cooled off finally a little bit, so it's not so bad. Bugs have died down. Not so bad. Dumpster, found some garbage. I'm gonna take care of this garbage here. I do not like it when people leave garbage. Please take care of your garbage. Well, let's head back to the camp and relax by that campfire. Here we are, back at camp. Yep, got my little ambiance lights up. It is 10 o'clock and I am in my hammock getting ready to hit the hay. So yeah, it was a very, very, very relaxing day. I can't believe it. And this park, Seaton Creek Park, is a very, very nice looking. And it's time for me to hit the hay. So I will see you in the morning. Good night, everybody. Well, good morning, guys. Man, what a nice sleep. We stayed pretty warm. It was in the low 70s to mid 70s most of the night. Right now it's 7:30 and it's like 72 degrees, so she's starting off to be a warm day. But sunny, great sunrise. I was kind of watching from my hammock here. But this hammock, yeah, the AMOK hammock, it is very nice. As you can see, I'm laying flat. And I can actually sleep on my sides because I'm a big side sleeper. So you can do that in this hammock as well, which makes it very, very nice. You got plenty of room and a ton of storage. You got a little storage area up there for your shoes. We got a nice water bottle holder right there, plus a little pocket here for storing stuff. And then between the mesh and everything, you do have this nice little storage area between here too. So gives you plenty of room there. And then on this side, again, you got the duplicate storage pocket up in that corner there, where I've got my ambiance lights. And then the bag, the storage bag, actually becomes a storage pouch inside the hammock too. That's what this is. So I got my power bank, my cell phone and stuff in there. And again, down here you have another one of the little pouches where I've got my watch and whatnot. And you can see right here my hat is tucked in behind here, so it's up out of the way. But yeah, the whole laying flat in a hammock makes them very, very nice for camping. That's what I love about camping hammocks. So anyways, like I say, it's 7:30 and it is time to get up. Not sure what we're gonna do. Might just pack up and head home, or maybe we'll take a little side trip and we'll check out Sarah's Falls, which is actually on the Manistee River. So anyways, good morning, guys. This morning, as usual, Folgers. Nothing like a good coffee to wake you up. Cheers. Well, I'm going to finish up my coffee here, and we're going to tear the hammock down and put it all away and get ready to head out. Well guys, just a little tip for taking care of cordage when you're done using it. The easiest way I found to store it to where it doesn't tangle, you know how you buy it from the store and you go to use it and it gets all tangled up? Well, the easiest way I found to wrap it up to make it so it stores easier is to actually take one end of the line and just put it between your thumb and your pointer finger, and then just loop between your pinky and your pointer finger, and just continually do that figure 8 design till you get to about 3 to 4 inches of line left over for a tab. Take it off with your fingers and you can kind of see how it's all wound up there. and then take the tab and just wrap it around a couple times like so, and then just tuck it underneath like that, and then your lines are nice and compact, and when you need to use them, you just pull the tab and voila, just comes all the way out. No tanglement at all. There you go. Tip of the day, guys. Tip of the day. It's really neat the way that AMOK does their storage of their guy lines. They just wrap them up, and then they got this nice little Velcro tab, and they've got this really nice adjuster there too, with a little plastic adjuster to put tension on it. And really the best thing to do with tarps and tents and whatnot is not to fold them up when you put them away. It's just to literally stash them inside the bag, your stuff sack. It doesn't cause any issues as far as weakening the fabric by putting a crease in the same place all the time. And it just makes it a whole lot easier for taking things down. Nice and compact. And you see how the no-seam screen just tucks nicely into that little pouch right there. Tarp all folded up. Now one thing that is important is when you're actually hanging their hammock from the tree on the hammock hangers, you want to make sure the little indicator that has the pine tree on it, or the tree on it, faces toward the tree so that it locks in properly to give you the right amount of tension and whatnot on there. And then you just basically lift it up, drop it through, and they detach just like that. Same thing, just stuff it into the storage bag. The AMOK Ultralight XL. Made in Norway. Check it out. Okay guys, let me show you my gear loadout for this weekend. Here she is. I got my 75-liter Xenith Osprey backpack right there. I do have my Helionox ultralight camping chair. That is my 20-liter Sea to Summit food bag. Right there is my sleeping clothes, which I did not use because it was so warm last night. Right here is my climate pillow, inflatable, oversized, or what they call extra large pillow. And then that's my fire starting kit. Right here is the Lord & Fields Outfitter. This was that grill kit that I used last night. That worked out really, really well. Then I have a saw, which I didn't use this trip because I brought firewood. And then I have my moray knife, which I didn't use because, again, I had firewood. I used my bushcraft knife for processing the wood since it's got a lot stronger blade and it's a full tang. Right here is my AMOK Hammock Ultralight XL. And this is my Fjol XL Ultralight sleeping pad. And that's my tarp right there. Right here is my toilet kit. I did not need to use that again this weekend because I had a restroom close by. And that's just a storage bag for my saw and my knife. And then I have my big blue mountain pillow. I always like to have 2 pillows because I have to put one between my knees. It drives me crazy if I don't. And then the storage bag for my pillows. This is my possibilities bag, which one of these days I'm going to show you what I keep in my possibilities bag. But that's pretty much got all the necessities like headlamps, first aid kits, emergency items, stuff like that. I keep in that little bag there. And this is my Anchor 26.3 power brick right there. That is my cook kit. That's my titanium pot along with my stove, my MSR stove, and the propane bottle. Right here is my camera equipment, which I use my DJI action camera on this trip. And that about covers everything. I don't think I forgot anything. So anyways, time to get packed up and we will head out of here. Oh, I did forget one thing. My sleeping quilt. This is the 15-degree quilt. So that covers everything. There we are. We are all packed up. Walk around the camp just to make sure we got everything. That's where the hammock was. No stakes, nothing left. That's good. Didn't leave anything on the bear pole. I have done that before. Fire pit's all nice and taken care of. There is no trash. So I think we're ready to head out.